Assalamualaikum, kiddos. Headed to a restaurant to pick up lunch for us. Then we're gonna meet up at Nani's place. So I had a few minutes to tape a message for you guys, record a message. So guys, couple of or just recently met up with a dear a young man, a cousin. I won't mention his name. He may not want to be mentioned in this himself. So a young professional, and the kind of questions that he was asking me in the past, before I started taping these videos for you guys, or these different messages, I may not have been able to be this open with him. And it was a conversation that I wished I would have taped as I was having this discussion with him, is because I thought I wanted you guys to hear it as well. Just sharing my experience. You know, what he wanted to know, not only my struggles, growing up, because we share a lot of the same stuff. Then he wanted to know about my business experience, about my journey, my business journey, my mistakes, and where things went right as well. So I'm gonna try to recreate that conversation for you guys. There may be several, short videos. So this first one, let me try to think as. So we started the conversation by me telling him, we as people fall into several categories, when it comes to our professions, or business or our jobs. We're either employees, or we're self-employed, or we're business owners, or we're investors. One of these four categories. And I'll talk about each one of those. What your takeaways, and my takeaway, and what I would recommend for you guys. So number one, most of us are employees. You prepare, you get a great education, you work hard, and then what you want to do is try to get a job that pays you as much as possible, whatever that may be. And Mama and I have discussed this, with you guys, what that profession should be. We, as your parents, something stable, something that will pay you well. You could, have a reasonable lifestyle, and live below your means, and save, and save, and save, and save, and then invest. Invest into what? I'll talk about different projects that I've done over the years, my own experiences, and what I would recommend for you. But for now, I just want to kind of share my journey. For now, whatever profession you choose, you want to make sure it pays you reasonably well, so you could have a reasonable lifestyle, and you could save money that you could put into, you could invest at rates of returns that are not only acceptable, but where your money compounds. So what is that job? And well, some professions, you could, you hear rock star types, it may be athletes, it may be, but generally speaking, most of the people in a certain profession, do well. So what kind of profession is that? So that's for you to decide. Number one, and then once you start making a reasonable return, reasonable income, you're probably going to be in the worst possible tax situation. It's a good problem to have. You make a bunch of money at your job, and the government is going to tax you at the highest possible tax rate. One thing I did before it slips my mind, you want to have a great career, a great job, you could say, and then you can't stop there. Whatever that profession is, you can't stop there. Then you have to learn to be an investor, a business owner, where eventually you could whatever your income is, as an employee that you're making, you want to create a business that gives you the same income. If you could do that in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, so your investments, your new business is giving you the same income as your job. So maybe you'll be in a profession where you could say, hey, I could do this. I'm in a great profession. I love it. I don't want to leave this. I could do it the rest of my life, but I no longer have to work 50, 60, 70 hours. I could cut it down to 40 or 30 or 20. My investments are giving me the same amount of. That's what I'm trying to get you to, where you have optionality. I wish somebody had told me these at a younger age. Just being self-taught, making my mistakes. I feel like I haven't done much. Just now learning to play the game. Anyhows, I need my GPS here for a second. Talk to you guys soon. Assalamu alaikum. Love you guys.